The site once stood as bare earth, untouched by design or destiny, but today, change begins. Excavators roll in, roaring with purpose, slicing into the ground with mechanical might. The soil is loosened, scooped, and relocated. The landscape slowly takes the shape of vision. Markings appear. Every line drawn signals the future, precise and deliberate. Trenches are carved with care, ensuring the foundation's strength begins at the root. Surveyors walk the lines, measuring with purpose. Accuracy is non-negotiable. The trench grows deeper. Beneath the surface lies the birth of a structure. Loose soil is cleared out. Workers sweat under the sun, turning chaos into order. Wooden formwork is laid, framing the exact shape the concrete will hold. Iron rods arrive, long, solid, and ready to take the first load of a future home. Bending and tying begin. Rods are shaped, measured, and set in line with engineering specs. The reinforcement takes shape, a steel skeleton below the soil's surface. Concrete mixers start to hum. The lifeblood of the foundation is on the move. Cement, gravel, and water swirl into a perfect blend of durability and time. The first pour begins. Concrete flows like liquid rock into the wooden molds. The sound of pouring concrete echoes hope. The base begins to solidify. Workers smooth the top, careful not to leave air pockets. Every inch matters. As the concrete sets, the site begins to whisper its new identity. The trenches now hold strength. The foundation's first layer is ready. Curing begins. Water is gently poured across the surface. Strength builds with patience. Formwork is removed, and the sharp edges of construction stand proud. Concrete blocks are stacked nearby, ready to climb toward the sky. Block work begins. One block at a time, the walls of vision rise. Mortar is spread, and blocks are aligned. Straight lines define discipline. The sun rises, and so do the walls. Inch by inch, the site grows. Beams are marked and reinforcement cages are laid across key points. Another mix of concrete, this time for the ground beam to chain the structure. The ground beam connects every part, locking strength into every corner. Vibrators hum as concrete settles into the beam mold, no room for weakness. Steel ties peek out from corners, ready to link with columns and walls. As the beam cures, a new rhythm sets in, one of layering upward. The site is no longer just earth, it's the cradle of a dream being built. Steel bars rise from the ground beam, silent sentinels of strength, awaiting their form. Carpenters begin setting up column formwork, checking alignment with the builder's eye. Boards are tightened. The framework stands tall, ready to guide the concrete pour. Concrete mixers spin again, strength in motion, precision in every blend. With each pour, the vertical backbone of the building takes shape. Vibrators hum to life, chasing out air and locking strength into every corner. Column by column, the structure grows upward, a forest of rising promise. As the columns cure, masons return to raise the block walls even higher. Mortar spreads like glue between effort and design, a bond that holds stories. One block after another, the walls of vision rise. Mortar is spread, and blocks are aligned. Straight lines define discipline. The sun climbs higher, and so do the walls. The site takes shape with every placement. Soon, the corner will be complete, a testament to steady hands and keen eyes. But for now, each block is a victory, each level a new dawn. Openings are left, future doors, future windows, each one framed by intention. Workers pause to check alignment. The beauty of the build is in the straightness. Scaffoldings rise, the work moves to higher levels. The site is alive. Sun bakes the walls, but determination keeps the pace steady. Iron rods stretch across the top blocks. Preparation for the lintel begins. Tow wires loop again. Steel reinforcement is joined across every span. Formwork is nailed again. Lintel molds rise above every opening. The next pour begins. Concrete glides into place like silent architecture. Lintels lock the structure, connecting strength above and strength below. The walls stand tall now, proud of their growing purpose. Curing continues. Water flows gently, patience builds permanence. Each room now has height and outline. The vision is becoming structure. Roof levels are measured. The top of the building is now in sight. Site engineers walk the lines. Progress is tracked with quiet confidence. Laborers smile at the shape of what they've helped build. A job with legacy. Safety measures are checked. Nothing moves forward without assurance. More blocks rise as final rows are completed. The last layers of brick are laid. A sweep of the site reveals something remarkable, from dust to definition. The family room, the kitchen, the bedrooms, they now have form. Scaffoldings extend. The next big stage is coming, the roof. Steel rods are cut and arranged. Columns will extend just above the lintel. The site is orderly chaos, each crew working in a rhythm of progress. From the hum of tools to the call of supervisors, the project breathes life. The slab level is next. Reinforcements will soon cover this story. But for now, a milestone is met. The building stands bold to lintel level. With walls raised to lintel level, the site prepares for the next milestone, the decking. Scaffoldings go higher. Wooden planks and iron supports form a stable base beneath the slab. Carpenters begin laying the formwork, flat, strong, precise. Every board tells a story of alignment. The structure now looks like a platform. Iron rods arrive, bundles of strength waiting to be shaped into a slab spine. Rods are bent, cut, and tied. Meshes formed across the surface with calculated gaps. Each tie wire secures in tension, locking steel together like fabric of future strength. Electricians and plumbers move in, embedding conduits and pipes before the slab is sealed. Their work disappears into the structure, but it will power and serve for years to come. Engineers walk the surface, checking spacing, lap lengths, and overlaps. Measurements are confirmed. Once it's poured, there's no going back, everything must be exact. Concrete mix is prepared with care, strength, workability, and consistency tested. The slab casting begins. The sound of concrete falling echoes across the site. Laborers move fast, spreading, leveling and vibrating the mix as it pours. The deck starts to take shape, a seamless layer of gray covering all beneath. Vibrators buzz again, removing air pockets and ensuring a tight, dense finish. The team works like a machine, a rhythm of pour, spread, level and vibrate. Buckets are lifted, hoses are pulled, every hand focused on quality. Sun bakes the walls, but determination keeps the pace steady. They're pouring a milestone. Curing starts immediately. Water is sprayed to preserve the slab's strength. Day after day, the surface is kept moist. It's the secret to durability. Steel rods peek from the slab, future columns that will continue the upward journey. The decking is complete. A new level is born, solid and sure beneath the sky. The structure looks stronger, bolder, no longer a shell, but a form with purpose. Supervisors document the process, photos, checklists, and approvals all in order. Materials are cleared from the site. The deck cures in peace, untouched. Everyone steps back and admires the site. From lintel to slab, another win. Tools are cleaned. Workers rest, knowing their effort laid the base for what's next. The family who will live here is not yet known, but the home is becoming real.